We've actually seen this hit the runways. If you can believe it, designers have been adding detail to denim. From embroidery to fabric scraps, patchwork denim is having a moment, but you don't need to pay designer prices. Amy Latta joins us via Zoom to share a DIY version of the patchwork denim trend. Amy, are you sort of giggling with me, this idea that patchwork is like haute couture, trendy, high fashion?
I am. I think it's fantastic, though. You know that I love quilting, and March is actually National Quilting Month. Did you know that?
I did not, so it's all coming together in one big party.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
the best part is, like you said, you don't need the designer prices. You can even get the denim jacket at your local thrift store.
Well, that's part of my giggle is you look at these patchwork fashion pieces and they're really expensive. So I appreciate you kind of pointing our direction toward the DIY version in this because we know it will be kind of a come and go. What do we need to get started?
So all you need are fabric scraps. You need double-sided fusible interfacing, some scissors, and your iron.
I read that
So
you have.
all you're gonna
Oh, go ahead, Amy. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, all you're going to do is choose whatever your favorite quilt block is.
Yeah.
If you're a quilter like me, create your own, of course. So I chose some of my favorite fabrics. This is from the Wandering collection by Andover. And I created, this is called an Ohio Star quilt block. It's pretty easy, even if you're just starting out. Or if you're not a quilter, I actually have an even easier version for you.
You know who
from
you're talking to. We've been doing this for a minute. You know that I'm going to go for the store-bought option in this situation.
Exactly, because you're a busy woman. You don't have time necessarily
Let's
to
use
quilt
that
your own
reason.
block.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so these are already created. They're just iron-on patchworks.
Okay.
So these are 10 by 10, and you get 6 different ones that you can choose from, and it's the Cottage Core or the Brights collection. And then, yep, they already have the adhesive on the back. Now, if you made your own, like I did, you're going to take the fusible interfacing, and it has a bumpy side and a paper side, and you're just going to iron the bumpy side onto the back of your block, and then peel that paper backing off, and then you stick it down on your denim, and you're just going to iron it in place. And then the store-bought ones, like I said, already have the adhesive, so all you have to do is just iron it wherever you want it to go. And then if you like, you can sew around the outside of the block just for a little bit of extra stability and just to keep it really nice when you wash it. But if you're not a sewist, you don't have a sewing machine, it'll stay. The adhesive is enough just to hold it on there. And then I also used that same fabric and I detailed on the front of my jacket a little bit too.
Oh, cute.
This is what's called the fussy cut technique, which is kind of a funny name. But all I did was I took my favorite fabric here. You can see the really big blooms. I ironed that fusible interfacing onto the back. And then after it was on there, I cut out around just the flower that I wanted. And you could do this with any fabric. It doesn't have to be flowers. It could be, you know, an animal. It could be any kind of like licensed fabric, a character or something. You could do this for your kids. And this is actually a great way to patch a hole.
Oh, great. Well, I've seen the denim, like, I'm going to say it, Mickey Mouse jackets, or like you said, any character your child might be into. So that's a way then to do that, to accomplish that look on the front of an already existing jacket.
Exactly,
Cute.
or on a pair of pants.
Okay, cute, very cute. And I think the fun in this too, I joke about being the store-bought kind and variety, and I am, but I think the fun in this is going through your fabric stash. You've hung on to those pieces for a purpose because you love them. So to bring those colors and those patterns together in this creative way is super fun and fun for kids to do, right? They're really into thrifting and they would have a kick, I think, doing this with mom or nana.
Absolutely, and it's super easy. Just help supervise with the iron, but they can really do a lot of it themselves.
Yeah. You have a fun pattern for us if we want to try our hand at this, Amy. How can we connect with you and access that?
You can always come find me at amylattacreations.com. You'll see I have 2 separate posts, one on the fussy cut applique and then one for the quilt block itself.
We will meet you there, sister. Thank you so much for the inspiration. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.